but I want to get some shit off my chest. First things first. Do y'all like reading? Like, do you like reading books, stories in general? I do. I think reading is fundamental. You said no, get out. I think reading is fundamental. I think reading is one of the most important and enjoyable things we can do as human beings. I like to read. I like to write. I think reading is very helpful. I'm saying all this because people are getting up Kai Cenat's ass for reading. And yes, I include reading. I include manga, comics, graphic novels, anything you can visually, not just visually, any story you can digest, right? I think that's a good thing. It helps with being able to communicate properly or articulate your thoughts or understand concepts and get just a better feel of the world and like enrich yourself, right? But people are starting to get annoying to me over this Kai Cenat shit. If you're not aware of this Kai Cenat stuff, don't worry, I will briefly tell you about this. So Kai Cenat has quit streaming. As of now, he has quit streaming, right? He's no longer streaming. He wants to focus on fashion and reading. And he said that reading out loud helps him articulate his thoughts. It helps him speak better. And he wants to be able to speak better. So when he has to talk about the designs and his clothes and what have you, he's able to do so with a relative high level of confidence. We are experiencing a time of massive illiteracy, from the like media literacy and also like reading illiteracy. We have high illiteracy rates. So when I see someone with a massive platform, a young person, and let's be real, young Black person, doing something like this, I support it. I do. So many people are like, oh, he's being performative. It's performative. It's performative. Like, generally, why post this? Is this his stream now reading to chat? After his time went off, are we in third grade during reading period? I haven't picked up a book since high school, not gonna lie. And it's like, he's always trying to rebound. It's like all this stuff here, right? Now tell him to give me some reading comprehension. Tell me what he just read. Like, shit like this upsets me. And the reason why it upsets me is because people love on this internet, especially during this time, people love vice signaling. They love that shit. They weren't getting him, they weren't giving him any kind of shit when he, I don't know if you guys remember a long time ago where he did that impromptu meetup in New York and it caused havoc. And I was one of the people where I'm like, hey man, that was fucking stupid. You should have realized how, you know, how big you are and who your audience is, the young kids, and did something more structured. And I had people coming at me. You might be surprised that people were mad at me on the internet, coming at me defending him. Oh, he's young. He's this, he's this, he's this, he's that. Okay, he's young. He's 24 now, I believe. And look at what he's doing. He's like, you know what? I am done streaming again for who knows how long. And I want to better myself. I want to speak better. I want to do all these things. And now let's shit on him. Let's shit on him for doing something positive. Let's shit on him, not because he, you know, had a couple of controversies where that he might have like had some part to do in an assault case or something like that, right? Where something happened in his vicinity. Like, not like that. Don't cancel him for that. Don't shit on him for that. Oh, but this nigga's reading on the internet? Performative. It's performative. Hey, I have a secret to tell you. Most content creators you see, most streamers you see are performative. They are. They are putting on a performance. They are more often than not that person in real life. They are putting on the performance to engage with you, to keep you entertained, okay? Because they are entertainers. They're not educators. They're entertainers. They want you to watch. That's why they'll do some dumb shit. That's why they'll set up fireworks inside of a house. That's why they will have random guests show up. If they can, famous people show up to entertain you, to keep you engaged. It's all performative, all right? Like, do you think Kevin Hart in his day-to-day life is loud and making all those jokes all the time and screaming and kicking all the time? Do you think wrestlers are like that when they're off the clock? No. It's K-Fab, baby. This isn't real. So yes, I will give you it's performative. I will give you the performative stuff. But my takeaway, my counter is, so what? Why is this performance bad? Why is promoting literacy bad? You saw people in the comments saying, well, why don't he give him reading comprehension? Okay, you have to build your way up to that. If he doesn't read, then his comprehension probably isn't going to be there. So let him get some more words or books under his belt, and maybe he can be better at comprehension. And the thing that really gets me though is the fact that being black on the internet, especially a young black male, I'm not young anymore. I'm middle-aged, whatever. I'm washed, right? But being young black on the internet, the worst thing to be to a lot of people is corny. Oh my God, he's so corny. He's being corny. He's so corny. I laugh at him when he's reading. He's corny. He's corny. He's corny. And I'm just like, who cares? Like, it's so wild to me to be like, this guy's corny because he's reading books, and now other people are gonna try to get in on reading these books. Good. I don't care if it's performative. Yes, let people read. Oh my God, please grift to fucking literacy. Be a book grifter. Read so many books. Give me your most pompous takes. Tell me you love Catcher in the Rye because you really understand Holden Caulfield. I love that. Yes, please grift literacy. Like, oh my God, you know how happy I would be? You know how happy I would be if the conversations, instead of being like, there's too many dark-skinned people in my anime, or there's too many ugly girls in my video games, and the conversation was just like, you know, this current author, their prose is very lacking. Like, I know what they're trying to come across as more of like a poet here, but like, it's so forced and shoehorned. Like look at this passage and read to me. Is this pearl supposed to be purple or simplistic? Like, that's what I want. Yes, argue over the thematic elements of something. Jesus Christ. I would be so thrilled. I'd be so thrilled. I would love to see younger content creators being like, Cenat said fucking, what's it called? Way of Kings is an overblown fantasy novel that's self-masturbatory. I think he's wrong because the theme's in the way. And it's like, yes, if we're going to do drama, let's do drama like this. If you're gonna shit talk someone, let's shit talk the fact that you didn't understand the themes of Great Gatsby, you dumb bitch. Yes, let's do that. Let's have that conversation. I would love that. I would love that so goddamn much. Please be literacy grifters, is what I'm saying. Please be so performative in your appeal for books. I don't even care if it's the goddamn Bible at this point, okay? Just read something and interpret and understand, and it will make things so much better. But I keep seeing people shitting on this just because it's performative. And I'm just like, you guys are so basic. Because when he's doing other performative shit, you loved it so much, you made him at one point the biggest streamer who had the most subs on Twitch in history. You love when he's being performative and doing all this like excessive, let's be real, minstrel type shit. You loved that. Oh, but now he's not being your clown anymore. Now he wants to be self-improvement. And you're getting slighted by this because you think he says he's better than you. And you don't like that. So you're going to project. And suddenly it's like, this guy can't have comprehension for shit. He doesn't know how to do anything. He can't read nothing. Like, bro made too much money. Like, and it's like, yes, and people are like proud of him. Read Dan Brown. These are also bots. So it's like, you take what you can get. And it's like, who cares? What are we supposed to do with this information? Like, like it doesn't, anything's news these days. Is this what bro's streaming now? I hope none of you watch this shit. You know what I mean? And you're mad. You're mad because someone's reading. This is just like someone trying to better their health. And you're like, hey, this nigga eating salad. Like, yes. But here's the big thing, right? Here's why I truly think these people are mad. I mentioned it briefly when I said it's because they feel a sense of like they were relatable. He was relatable to them, right? Because let's be real. Let's be really real, okay? A lot of the big streamers have immensely parasocial relationships. Not maybe on their end, but definitely from their audiences. And their audiences think that they're one of them. It's why you have them have such strong reactions when they do something that they don't like, even if what they did is not necessarily bad or illegal. I didn't like that. I don't like that. Oh wait, he stopped streaming. He's no longer my entertainment, and now he's just posting on YouTube about him reading. How dare he stop being my entertainment? He was my outlet because I'm a loser and I don't read. And now my idol reads. And is he calling me a loser? My self-worth was tied to the idea that Cenat, like me, was illiterate, but now he's trying to be more literate. Oh, like that's where all this comes from. It's always projection. It's always insecurity. If you really listen to your argument, your argument is it's so performative. Okay, does that take away from what it's almost like the inverse of when people say, oh, that guy's just a troll, so he doesn't really believe what he's saying. Oh, so he can say that he wants to, execute all Muslims because he doesn't believe it. It's fine because he's just putting on a character. That's not really who he is. That's fine. But if someone's like, I want to read 100 books, she's like, man, get the fuck out of here, performative ass. Like, that's what people aren't understanding. And they're not understanding because most of those people have no literacy of themselves. Like, it is a Ouroboros, right? It's just Ouroboros. I don't have literacy. It's an Ouroboros. Just people being upset at their lack of understanding. And in order to achieve understanding, they have to do the thing that would obviously give them understanding, but they don't understand that. So they're mad. They're in this vicious cycle. And when they see someone who they thought was in the cycle with them break out of it, it's not inspiring them. It makes them double down on their worldview. It makes them hateful. That is why you always see people hating on the outset. Just fucking haters in general. If they feel like at any given point you can be perceived as better than them, oh, they fucking hate you. Cenat's richer than every goddamn person who watches him. He's already, in a sense, better than you. But they could ignore that because, oh, but look, he's hanging with his boys. He's loud, this is that. But now that he wants to start a fashion line, right? And he has the means to do so, he probably will accomplish it relatively quickly, right? Because he's financially able to do that. And now that he's reading, now he's achieving goals that he's setting out. It's, wait a minute. These are goals that I could achieve too. And that makes you mad because I'm not doing it. Because no, you're not going to be the biggest Twitch team. You're not going to have the most subs. That's an almost impossible goal. You can put distance between you two, but okay, that's fine. I was competing in that. But like improving yourself, self-improvement, unless you have like literal, like biological or physical, like deficiencies that prevent you from doing stuff like that, anyone can self-improve. So seeing a guy who already gapped you in terms of like financial success and notoriety, and then on top of that, entering the same arena that you could also be in and succeeding there is going to piss them off. I saw another tweet. Someone said Kai is inspiring them to write. Awesome. Like, that's good. That's a net positive to me. It is a net positive. But so many people are conditioned to hate everything for the smallest reasons. Oh, that guy's corny, so therefore we should hate him. Oh, he's embedding himself, therefore we should hate them. But then when I, the accurate ethical hater, when I hate for ethical reasons, I'm obsessed. But y'all can hate because the nigga's reading. I can't hate on someone who spews hateful rhetoric on a daily basis that targets marginalized communities on a daily basis for content, even though they have millions of dollars and don't need to do that. I'm obsessed. This nigga's reading. Let's get on him. 21% of adults in the US are illiterate in 2024. 54% of adults have a literacy rate below 6th grade. Below 6th grade. That 20% is too fucking high for a developed country, for a quote unquote first world country. That's way too fucking high. I'm sorry. 20% of people being illiterate in this country, which is a lot. That's 43 million people have low literacy skills. So maybe Cenat is doing his part. But oh my God. And not just literacy. If we talk about media literacy, come on now. Come on now. And the people who are already down here in any context, right? It's easier to drag people down than to raise someone up. Like I said before, when people get raised up either by other people or by themselves, people get jealous. People get upset because like, how dare you leave me? How dare you leave me down here? Come back in the mud. You can show them how much better it is to not be in the mud, and they will hate you for that. And then Cenat's reading, trying to get out of proverbial mud. People are like, no, don't do that. That's corny and gross. I liked it when you were more minstrel. I liked it when you were just loud and you were just playing with like black people and you were just like being loud and obnoxious. I like that. I'm used to that. That's comforting to me. Like, goddamn.